guys, it's Morgan. Heading into the shop, shooting a little video because it's another what's inside video. If you look back there in the back, that is a 2018 450 XCF that I picked up last night for a customer, and it is stuck in second gear. So this could be a good one. You never know what you're gonna find when there's transmission problems. I've got some guesses and some ideas. The guy rides really hard. He's super fast, A-class rider. So I've got guesses. Guys, comment below while we're doing this. Comment below what you think it might be. So yeah, make sure you comment below what you think it might be as we're going through this thing. And yeah, when I get to the shop, we're gonna unload her and take it apart and find out what's going on. Look at that. There's a FedEx truck at the shop. That is a good sign.
I got the stuff.
You got party stuff.
Party stuff.
Thanks, man. Oh, the perfect timing. Yeah. Give me my damn boots. Give me my damn boots. All right, so we're at the shop. We got the bike here, right here. Where are you? There we go. 2018 450 XCF, stuck in second gear. Hopefully you guys are commenting below what you think it might be. I have my ideas, but I'm gonna hold them to myself until we find out. So let's take this thing apart. Now, when you're doing the investigation on a transmission problem, obviously it could be inside the cases, the motor might need to come on, all that stuff, but it's always best to check on the outside first, right? So the way the shift mechanism works in a dirt bike is that you've got your shifter over here, right? And this is what you do your ups and downs and the shiftings on, and that it's hooked to a shaft. That shaft goes through the cases all the way over to here. So actually it's controlled on the right hand side of the bike, and a lot of things can happen over here. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain the oil, drain the coolant, because the coolant runs through this part of the case cover, and take a look in here and see what we find. Alright, now we're going to get inside here, take this cover off, and hopefully we can see something from out here, which would be really good. Otherwise, the motor's coming out of the frame. There's what a Recluse looks like, all installed. So we got the cover off. Now what we're looking at here, that's the clutch. This is, by the way, this is for folks who maybe don't know. For all of you guys who know, you can skip past some of this stuff. But anyway, that's the clutch. This has got a Recluse in it, so it is an auto clutch. But what we're looking for here, so by the way, that's the end of the crank. And so that spins, driving this outer basket. Here, we'll do a little description of what how motors work. So cylinder head, cylinder, piston's going up and down here, right? Spinning the crankshaft right here. That is driving this part of the clutch, which is the basket, and that's spinning that. Then the inner hub that's inside here is what's hooked to the transmission, and when you let the clutch out, it squeezes tight and connects the crankshaft to the transmission. And when you pull your clutch lever in, it opens this and disconnects this basket from the hub, so effectively disconnecting the motor from the transmission. So that's how a clutch works. Auto clutch is always a little bit disengaged, so it's normally disengaged, so it slips until the RPMs come up, and then this expanding ring expands because of some weights and wedges anyway, and makes the clutch engage. So now we got to take this off, take that out of the way, because what we're looking for is hopefully there's something down here on this. This is the shift actuator situation down here. We're hoping that there's something wrong out here that we can just replace some parts and get the thing back together. But we got to get the clutch off to get in there. Need an impact. To get this off, you got to leave all the plates in the clutch, and then you push on this as if you were the pressure plate, pushing down. Put this on reverse. There we go. That was good. That was on there correctly, nice and tight. So now you got that loose, you can take the whole clutch. Doom. Just like that. All right, so we got the clutch out of the way. And now this is the shift actuator, shift shaft, whatever you want to call it. Anyway, I think I can see the problem here. But let's, we got to get this gear and this gear out of the way first. All right, so we got the gear for the oil pump out of the way. Now here we got this, and I think, if I'm correct, watch. Let's see. That's not supposed to do that. I hope it's just because that bolt's loose and nothing's broken. We got to get this out of the way, so we got to go to the other side. Come over here. There we go. So see that? You want to get that thing. Make sure you don't lose any of this stuff. Check that thing out. This is like brand new to me, this tray from Matco. It's super cool. Great way to organize stuff, and it's got a rounded bottom so you can like scoop things out. I'll put a link in the description for that thing because that thing's awesome. So now we're going to get the detent holder out of the way because that's spring loaded and it's putting pressure on that. Alright, that is definitely not supposed to do that. So what we're going to do is see if we get lucky here. Oh yeah, that's just loose. Alright, so the shift star was coming loose. Mr. Ultimator got super duper lucky. It didn't hurt anything. You take a look in there. Everything's okay. This is okay. I think they forgot to put the Loctites on the bolt, and it's probably Friday in Madagoffin, and Hans was having a few beers at lunch, and he just forgot. That happens, man. So we're going to fix it, though, and it's going to be fixed and ready to go today, as long as we can get a gasket. But anyway, the problem will be fixed either way. So here's what you got to do when you're using Loctite and putting bolts in things in motors. Take your bolt. The thing with Loctite is it needs to go on a dry bolt into a dry hole. So this is just good brake parts cleaner that we buy in bulk. I'm going to really get that sprayed down. Then you got to dry this off. Okay, now that's prepped. Now we're going to dry this off so that when we're installing it we don't get any oil from this onto the bolt. I'm going to try to get that hole dried out as well as we can. A lot of that brake cleaner in there. And then stand back over here. Put everything back together and we should be good to go. We'll test it, obviously, to make sure, but I think we're going to be good to go. Thread locker. Well, these bolts are nice and dry. Put plenty of it on there because why not? Now you got to get this done. So there's a big side and a little side. You got to make sure those are right, otherwise it won't go together and it wouldn't shift correctly. So there we go. Start that guy by hand. This has evidence of thread locker from before. The other one did not. Gotta make sure that that's moving freely before you tighten it down. But that nice and tight. It's got a thread locker on it. It moves like it's supposed to. Put that in neutral. Shift shaft. And it's got the washer right here. And take this spring, push it back. There we go. All right, so now we're gonna test it. We got the back wheel in there. That's good, son. Let's see. So yep, it's in neutral. That's good. Now we're gonna shift it through its gears up on the other side and make sure it gets through all 5 gears on this one. There's first. So you can, there we go. But there you go, there's second. There's third, already winning. There's fourth and fifth. I feel pretty good about it. So we'll put the clutch back on. Be a little easier to test, but I think we're good. I think we got one super duper lucky customer. All right, we got the 450 all back together. Test her out on the bench, you saw that, and now we're gonna take it for a test ride, make sure she shifts and does everything we're supposed to do. I think this gentleman got super lucky, which is awesome. Always happy to see that. There's second, third, fourth, fifth, baby. Oh yeah, I think we're all good. All good, all good. We're all good.